Hello and welcome to Founder Activity. Your job interview is your chance to show the world what you're made of and make a lasting impression on your potential employer. But with so much at stake, it's important to be aware of the etiquette that comes along with the interview process. From the moment you walk in the door to the moment you say goodbye, every move you make counts. In this video, we'll guide you through the do's and don'ts of interview etiquette and show you how to make the best impression possible. From dressing appropriately and being on time, to responding to questions and following up after the interview, we'll cover everything you need to know to confidently navigate the interview process and stand out from the crowd. So, if you're ready to show the world that you're the total package, then tune in and learn how to behave at an interview like a true professional. To overcome your fears and land the job, learn how to behave in interviews and what to avoid doing. Let's start with interview etiquette before the interview. You only have one opportunity to make a good first impression. Job seekers should employ these three strategies because they have been proven to work. Number 1. Be on time. Walking into the interview after the scheduled start time screams unprofessionalism. This is not how you should conduct yourself during a job interview. Arrive at the interview 10 to 15 minutes early to get off to a good start. Most likely, you'll be instructed to wait in the lobby. You can gather your thoughts and go over your responses to typical interview questions here. What you can do is allow extra time for traffic and other delays when planning your commute. What not to do is showing up more than 15 minutes early. The interviewer might find this to be inconvenient. Number 2. Present yourself well. Your demeanor conveys how enthusiastic you are about the job. The interviewer will know you care about the position and are professional if you arrive looking tidy and put together. If you are unsure of how formal to dress for a job interview, keep in mind that it is preferable to be overdressed than underdressed. When determining what to wear to your interview, choose pieces that are wrinkle-free and in neutral tones. What you can do is practice sitting, walking and moving around while wearing your attire before the event. What not to do is dress in something that makes you feel uneasy or awkward. The interviewer will notice if your attire is uncomfortable or ill-fitting. Number 3. Be professionally prepared. Answers that can be practiced mentally or in front of the mirror. To genuinely impress the interviewer, you'll need to prepare for it seriously. The key to learning excellent interview manners is to obtain feedback. You can take part in several practice interviews to get in-depth feedback on your areas of strength and need for development. You may improve your performance when it matters by just adjusting your voice, posture, eye contact, and other behaviors. Investigating the business is a crucial part of preparedness. Unexpectedly, many candidates ignore this action. Answer questions about the company's history, mission, values, and more as you practice for real interviews. What you can do is participate in numerous practice sessions before the big day. Do not assume that practicing with family or friends will be sufficient. These fictitious interviews can be beneficial, but they won't provide you with the comprehensive, useful feedback that can make or break your interview. Take a quick second to head over to our website at founderactivity.com, where you can find our blog articles on how to prepare yourself for various job interviews related to your career. You can find more information in details to ace your interview. For more resources, be sure to check out all our other detailed articles we have to offer to kickstart your career and skills. How to act in a job interview during the interview. Time to start the interview. To sound assured and composed, take a deep breath and adhere to these rules. Number 1. Display assured body language. We all understand the value of a firm handshake, but after you sit down, pay attention to non-verbal cues as well. Sitting up straight and keeping your shoulders back gives you a friendly, assured appearance. Mirroring is a psychological strategy that you can use. You give the appearance that you and the interviewer are interacting well when you mimic their actions. The best mirroring gestures involve small movements like a nod, a hand position, or a gesture. What you can do is project confidence by adopting a powerful and open stance. What not to do is do not slouch in your chair and make distracting physical movements. For example, tapping your leg repeatedly on the floor. Number 2. Do not break eye contact. It's crucial to develop trust with the interviewer. Eye contact is a powerful tool for accomplishing this. This easy motion shows interviewer that you are interested in the conversation and paying close attention to what they're saying. When taking part in a virtual interview, place the camera on your computer rather than the screen where the interviewer's eyes are. It might take some getting used to, so prepare beforehand. What not to do is break eye contact by looking at your watch or the wall clock. This may give the impression that you're eager to leave the interview. If you feel the need to look at the interviewer in the eye at all times, make sure the right amount of eye contact to convey the interest rather than the oddness. Number 3. Speak clearly. An articulate applicant is well on their way to becoming an expert in job interview etiquette. Answer questions in a loud voice and clearly. During your practice interviews, work on projecting your voice if it is naturally quiet. If you have a loud voice naturally, be sure to lower your voice when responding. Don't be afraid to show your personality while speaking. This will enable the interviewer to decide if you fit well into the corporate culture. Avoid using filler words like or like at all costs. Between responses and even between sentences, take a break. Pauses are preferable to rambling or using filler words. What you can do is speak confidently, a stronger statement than "I know that I can." What not to do is talk too rapidly or slur your words. Your responses are important to hear. In order to project them, be confident. Number 4. Pay close attention to the interviewer. It sounds easy, but when you're nervous, your thoughts can stray or become sidetracked. Your chances of getting the job decrease if the interviewer suspects that you are not paying attention, so pay attention to the task at hand. If it may help, bring a notebook and a pen with you to the interview so you can take notes. Writing things down will help you focus and keep you from nervously fidgeting. What you can do is completely turn off your mobile device. Your chances of making a first good impression could be destroyed by this annoying device. What not to do is distract yourself from the interviewer's words. There is no assurance that the critical information will be repeated if you miss it. Job interview etiquette after the interview. We talked about how to behave during an interview. It's time to talk about how to wrap up the procedure in a professional manner. Number 1. Show kindness as you leave. The hardest part is now behind you, so you can exhale with relief. But keep in mind that anyone you meet might have an influence on hiring decisions. As you depart, maintain your composure. Make an effort to be sincere and helpful to others when you say goodbye to the receptionist and smile at others you pass in the hallway. What you can do is be friendly to everyone you come into contact with. What not to do is assume that once you leave the room, the interview is ended. Keep your composure as you leave the building. Number 2. Compose a thank you note. Finally, but most importantly, thank the hiring manager in a brief note. This action distinguishes you from the competition because not all candidates will take the time to do it. Additionally, it confirms enthusiasm for the position. Jot down a few moments after the interview. This might be a mutual interest between you and the interviewer or a fun fact they told you. To make your post-interview thank you note feel more personal, include this information. What you can do is send the note as soon as possible after your interview. What not to do is make inquiries in the letter about hiring decisions. This letter is solely a thank you note for the chance. And that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed this video on how to behave at an interview with the most important interview etiquette. Don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment to let us know what you thought. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel and press on the bell icon to be notified of great new content.